What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Protoss Cheese Good Master. The last episode was the Cannon Rush episode, and for today, I have an absolutely disgusting idea. Today, we're going to be doing Dark Templars. I'm sure for a lot of you, this is going to be a little bit of a guilty pleasure episode, but I'm very excited. Let's begin. All right, the first game of the day is going to be a random player. Now, at least I know I'm going to go for Dark Templars. You know, a lot of time in these challenges, I have like a very specific strategy, one against each race, and I'm like, oh, I'm not sure how I'm going to do that against random. But here, I mean, I'm going to go for DTs anyway. I do think this would be significantly more difficult if my opponent was Protoss, because let's see. No, actually, I'm going to change my mind on that, because I'm going to do a one-base DT rush this time, okay? So what I was planning to do was just kind of like expand on the low ground and then rush DTs really fast after. I'm actually going to go for a super early scout here. But against Protoss, if you one-gate expand, they are very likely to just, you know, all-in you really fast before I could even get DTs up and kill you. So I think just in case he is Protoss, I want to go for like more of a one-base rush. And I mean, I think it's fun anyway to experiment with different kinds of DT rushes, right? I could also go for a one-base drop. I think... I've never really executed that build, though. It used to be a pretty popular build against Terran. Like, I know that sounds crazy to say one-base DT drop being popular, but even somewhat recently in Legacy of the Void, that used to be a build. We are playing against the Protoss. Okay, that sucks a little bit for us. I'm gonna go for a fast gas. It looks like he wants to wall that off completely, so I'm a little scared here. I'm not sure if I want my probe to be inside or not. Like, do I want to scout him or do I want my probe to be alive, right? Now I decided to keep it alive for now. Gonna put 3 guys in there. And I think I'm gonna go out on the map and proxy a pylon somewhere. I'm not quite sure why he's following me around. Like, it's... Oh, I guess it's because I scouted really early. It's kind of funny how I feel like we accidentally mind-gamed each other here, because the only reason I scouted early was because he was random, but he sees me scout early and it's like, oh, I'm being cannon rushed. And I'm like, wait, why is he following my pro? But he's like, why is he scouting early? So like we're just mind-gaming each other a little bit here. So I'm gonna go, yeah, I'm gonna make it right here. I'm gonna go pylon there. I think the Twilight, maybe I should make it in my main base so it looks normal. I mean, so far we're doing the exact same build order, same gases. Same amount of gateways, of course, which makes sense. I mean, he knew that I was Protoss, right? So for him to play like this, it makes a lot of sense. Let's see. Should I proxy it too? Yeah, I think I might as well proxy it as well. Okay, let's see how I'm going to play this. I'm going to go for the Twilight instantly. Then I think I'm going to Chrono Boost 2 Adepts, just to keep like some pressure and get some scouting on the map. I do need to make sure that I don't die to like an Oracle or something, because like obviously I'm going to be playing a little greedy here. Maybe it would be smart for me to scout around a little more. Gonna get a what's it called? A pylon here, so I can make a potential battery over there. I could go for wait, a Dark Shrine doesn't cost that much anymore, right? Dark Shrine used to cost 250 gas, by the way, if you guys don't know. But I think maybe I could go for a Sentry to make it look very normal, like I'm playing like a safe game. Oh, this is actually pretty cool. I do like this build, okay? Maybe if he's not paying attention, I can out-micro him a little bit. That could be good. You know, I'm going to kill one of the... Oh, there we go. That's already a pretty good start. I do need to wall that off, though. Yeah, really good trade there on the Adepts. That's very nice. Oh, he does find... I don't even know where that probe came from, to be honest. I guess that was the probe that I was scouting around with for the proxy Stargate, right? I could force field him out, but I think it's a little risky as well. So I got my DT stuff getting up there. He's going for an expansion, which is really good, because that means he might not be rushing detection. He does wall me out there, which is unfortunate for me. As soon as this Stalker finishes, I think I'm just going to force field him in. Like, it's about to finish. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to force field it. And then I'm going to be able to kill that pretty soon. I'm going to make another pylon close to his base. I feel like it would be more normal for him to just make like a ton of units. Okay, we're in here. He is going for a Stargate. Stargate is good detection. That is true. I think I could get 3 probes here at least. See, that's number 3. Gonna kill number 4 as well, and I'm gonna shade out. And maybe now I should be going for an expansion. I mean, I definitely killed that Adept. At least I hope I did. Now I have 1 here. I mean, there is technically only gonna be 1 revelation, right? Yeah, I guess I should warp in here. That makes more sense, I think. Let's see. I like how my warp gate finished at the perfect time, by the way. Like, I literally just winged this build and somehow it finished at the perfect time. And this is just perfect, guys, because I have convinced him that I am doing a somewhat normal one base all in, but instead this is a DT rush. And I think At least I hope so. I think his Stargate is not done in time. It's going to be very painful. I'm kind of taking a risk here by going with all of them at the same time. If the Oracle is there, he would just revelate all of them. Let's see. He's chrono boosting the Oracle. I'm going to be able to kill the pilot, I think. Here we go. Yeah, that goes. Oh my god, it dies so fast. Now, should I go for the Stargate? Wait, does the Stargate die in time? I've never had this before. Yeah, I know, it is gonna die in time. Look at this. We're just straight up gonna win with the DT rush, and this is exactly what I was expecting, and I knew this was gonna be such... I was gonna feel so guilty for this episode, because stuff like this is just freaking brutal, you know? Like, there's no detection. I mean, I have an expansion on the way. There's absolutely nothing he can do. I have 2 more DTs coming. It's not even like my economy is that bad, you know? I'm making a ton of stuff. I mean, he's walling me out, but... like, DT DPS is freaking insane. Now he's gonna go for cannons. I kind of like that idea. Kind of like a last-ditch effort. I mean, obviously, there's not enough to stop the DPS of freaking 5 Dark Templars, but it was a good idea. But here you go. This is the most disgusting cheese in StarCraft, guys. The Dark Templar Wars, it's a classic. It has been a classic ever since Brood War was released, which is already like, I don't know. I don't want to do the math right now, but like 25 years ago or something. Let's do some more DT rushes because I'm not done yet. Right, game number 2 is against another Protoss. All right, I guess we're now going to have to play against a higher MMR Protoss and a player that is... I've talked about this a lot throughout my videos, but whenever someone is random, they are typically a little bit worse at the actual race because they have like the advantage of surprise. I'm not saying they have an advantage because playing random is super hard, but usually... the level of play is a little bit lower than the MMR, which suggests because they have very weird builds and they have different patterns and people play differently against them. So this is definitely going to be way tougher. Now, we have officially reached Masters MMR, which is really great. For some reason, the promotion system has been bugged for quite a while, but I can confirm that we are now officially Masters. In both Protoss and Xerxes to Grandmaster, actually. So that is great. Now, how do I want to do it against a higher level player? You know, there's another... Actually, I have another idea here. So, PvP right now, it's in kind of a tricky state. People are very divided between playing 1-gate expand and 2-gate expand. I feel like the absolute highest level players, and I don't mean Grandmasters, I mean like quite literally top 5 Protoss players in the world, right? Like absolute top Protoss players. They seem to prefer the 1-gate expand because they believe they can defend everything with it. Below that, you know, there's so many good Protoss players, so many good Protoss cheeses that... most people just prefer to go for the 2-gate because it's safer. So I was thinking, what if I go for a 1-gate expand, kind of bait him to all-in, but then have like a fast enough DT rush that I could maybe counter his all-in with that. I think it'd be a pretty cool idea. You know, I'm going to try to sneak another gas in here. If he sees this, there's a decent chance that he's not going to go up to the high ground immediately. He might just try to block my Nexus for a little while. I'm going to send another probe. Let's see what he's going to do. Yeah, he's going to decide to block it. Exactly. Okay. Excuse me. And my opponent at the same time, he's going to be going for a double gate, just like I predicted. Okay, this could be very cool. Like, I am actually just going to pretend that I am playing this as normal as possible. I'm even going to make a second pylon there. That pylon is a fake. I'm going to make a third pylon over there to, you know, make like a Templar, or what's it called? Twilight Council first, and then a Dark Shrine. Oh my god, I'm not even sure if I have enough money for all of this, but it's very cool. Okay, so that probe is... Yo, I could maybe kill that probe. If I micro well enough, I think I could do some... Or at least I could make sure it doesn't regenerate shields. I was paying attention. Well done by him. I have to give credits where credits are due. Let's see. Twilight Council is almost available to build. Like, he might try to make like a Cyber Core or something as well. I'm going to chrono boost this. I feel like that's going to make it all look less suspicious. Oh my god, I'm actually very excited for this cheese, I have to say. Like, this is such a crazy build. You know, like the fake 1-gate expand. Let's see, is he going to go for the Cyber Core? It doesn't look like it yet. Okay, oh, that was very close. Let's see, I think he wants to. I feel like he wants to. Let's see, I'm just going to make sure he doesn't get to do it. There we go, now it's going to die. And then I need to be a little smart here. See, could I... Guys, am I actually this crazy? Could I fake him out like... Oh my god, I'm gonna make a fake Stargate. Dude, this is... Okay, this is becoming either the best cheese of all time or the worst cheese of all time. Now, the thing is, we are probably gonna get rushed. I just don't know how fast, right? I'm gonna go chrono boost that. Or do I want to... No, I think I do want to chrono boost it, because else I would just die very, very easily. Let's see, there's nothing on this side. It's possible that he is not going to go for a cheese, which would be pretty rare, I have to admit. Okay, so there's a couple of depths. Now he's going to see the wall. You know, go up and look at the Stargate. There we go. Now he sees the Stargate. That's all very good stuff. I need a battery up here too, actually. Okay, so I'm going to go out with these a little bit. Try to maybe catch one of these at depths. That'd be very nice. Going to start a couple extra gateways as well. So now I have one Stargate. I could make a Phoenix from it. God, I feel like this is such a cool build. Holy. Like, I don't know if it's good. You know, if you're a Protoss player, be careful, guys. Don't just trust me blindly on the stuff I'm doing, because this is pretty crazy. But I have convinced him that I'm doing a 1-gate expand with a Stargate. But in reality, I'm doing a 3-gate DT cheese. This is so freaking absurd. So at this point, I am pretty sure that he has expanded. Like this, if we were getting cheesed, we would have seen stuff already, unless he's being like super sneaky about it, but I don't think so. So I'm just going to check. The Zealot here is not super important, so it's okay to check. He doesn't have units here, which I think either he's really greedy or he went for a Stargate as well. Okay, let's see. Can I kill that one Stalker? There we go. I'm going to kill 2 Stalkers. I think it's a really good trade because it's just weird. There we go. 2 Stalkers are down. And now, guys, he went for a Twilight Council. No way. Is this actually going to be the... This might be the most disgusting cheese ever. Like, not just in the team rush in general, but this is so insane. Wait, did this actually... Guys, I don't think he has a robo. Like, he could, but you're not supposed to make a robo. I'm so curious. Please let this be the most successful, disgusting cheese of all time. Let's see, is there a robo? Okay, so he sees the DTs. He's probably quite surprised to see that I have these already. Yeah, okay, guys. I think we can conclude that this is the most disgusting cheese of all time. Got a little bit of, you know, an angry Protoss player, you could say. And oh my goodness, look from his POV, guys. He scouted the Nexus here at the end, but he had no idea before. He thought I was doing a 1-gate expand with a Stargate, but in reality, I have 3-gate TTs, and you can see there's no detection whatsoever. He was actually going to go for a blink all-in. Normally, Protoss players take a 3rd base. He was going to go for a blink all-in, no robo detection, guys. I'm actually proud that we just invented this live. I didn't plan this before. This is freaking awesome. Let's go to game number 3. All right, game number 3 is against another Protoss player. All right, guys, at this rate, I think we might have to do a second DT episode later so we can also Dark Templar rush Zergs and Terror players, because I'm having a great time. Now, this map is not as good for the 1-gate expand because it doesn't have a ramp. So I feel like if we do it here, we'll definitely die. So on this map, I'm going to start by expanding on, or yeah, walling on the high ground, I should say. And this time we do not have to scout early because I know my opponent's Protoss, unlike in the first game. Now, obviously, it does create a little bit of a high when you do a cheese that's so disgusting that your opponent gets that angry. And it's just, oh my god, last game was just absolutely brilliant. Now, let's see. How do I want to do anything different? One thing that players have done before is go for DT drop, also against Protoss, but just thinking about it, I'm not sure what makes it that much better if you drop it. I guess you do, you know, you do have access to the main base a little easier. Like a big counter to Dark Templars is, for example, a battery being up here in the main base and you just putting a Stalker in the wall. The DT doesn't kill the Stalker because, you know, there's a battery healing it, and then you get an Observer out in time or something. So I guess if you go for a DT drop, you can't kind of circumvent that. Now, let's see what my opponent's up to. Gonna put 2 in the gas over here. I'm not quite sure if I want to send another probe to go for the proxy or if this is enough. I mean, my opponent's gonna go for 2 gates. I guess, you know, we already know enough here. I don't think I want to put that much in gas. That's a little too suspicious, right? Yeah. Now, where do I want to proxy? I want to proxy somewhere really far away, I think. So I'm gonna go for bottom right. Is that a little too far? I feel like it's okay, probably, right? Like, I'm trying to think here. If he's gonna stick around with his probe, that's the thing. In PvP, the first unit you make that scares away the probe is an Adept or a Stalker. So I might have to make the Twilight in front of his probe in my base. Like, there's pretty much no mind games involved here, right? So I'm gonna have to make it in front of his probe, which is okay. But then how is he going to react to it exactly? I don't know. I'm going to make it a little further to the left to pretend that I'm trying to hide it. Okay? I mean, he knows I have a proxy pylon. He should know that at least. So that is not going to be a surprise for him. But he sees the Twilight. Like, I don't know how common this cheese is exactly. So is this just like a little too suspicious or... is it not suspicious enough? Like, I don't know. Gonna make a battery there already. Like, that's the thing that's very exciting about PvPs and very scary as well, is that people kind of scout everywhere because it's so normal to proxy. Like, people sometimes will proxy a Stargate here, right? And then you're just like, huh. Okay, so I'm gonna make the Robo first. I feel like that is the right choice, so I can actually get the War Prism out in time. Robo is gonna go first. And then what do I make? I feel like I should make 2 more Adepts, actually. Yeah, I'm going to go for 2 more Adepts here. I'm even going to Chrono Boost one of them. And I'm kind of curious if he's going to scout this. Like, I need to make the War Prism still. I want the 3rd Gateway as well. I guess I might... No, DT Shrine comes first. I was just looking at my resources. I'm trying to make it perfect, right? Okay, so there is the DT Shrine. And then I'm going to make another Gateway. And then I think I'm going to wall this off. Let's see, just in case. I've made a lot of mistakes before. Okay, let me just kill that. He's going for a bunch of sentries. Okay, it doesn't really look too suspicious to me. Like, I feel like he is probably just playing a normal macro game here. So I have this. I'm going to make a prism soon. I was just about to make more adepts, but I guess it, you know, I would supply block myself. The timings of this look pretty good. I mean, I don't know if I'm just getting very lucky or if I have a good sense for Protoss builds, but like this prism is going to arrive in his main roughly around the same time. Wait, can I chrono boost this? Oh, I barely can't. I'm just pretending that it's building something, right? He was also trying to move across, but I'm not sure what he was going for. Here, there might be a sentry, so I'm definitely going to try to kill the sentry if I can. See, I can kill the battery with 4 adepts, right? Like, this is not just 2 adepts, this is actually 4. There's a Phoenix in my base. He's gonna lose a lot of probes. Guys, there is once again no detection here, I think. It doesn't look like there's detection as well. I'm gonna cancel the blink. Let's see, is it almost finished? Look at the timing of that. No way, guys. We got 3 DTs in the main. These builds are just crazy. I don't see any detection anywhere near at all. And I think our opponent's once again just gonna die. Oh my god. This is so brutal. I'm gonna get the sentry and we win again. DT rushes at PvP, guys. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I've ruined the ladder. I've absolutely ruined the ladder. If the ladder is not ruined for like a week after this video, I'd be surprised. Either everyone is going to make way too much detection or everyone is going to die to the T-Mission. But this was great. This build was so clean. Like the 4 adepts, the Prism arriving 2 seconds before the T-Shrine finishes. I distracted him just in time for the T's to get in. There's no detection anywhere near, and it's also not common to make it. You go for Blink and then a third base. Guys, this was the most brutal episode. I thought I said in the intro it was going to be a guilty pleasure, but it was even more brutal than I expected. Hope you guys had a fantastic time. Make sure to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all for the next one. Adios.